Today we're going to make a camping landscape. Our learning targets are I can use lines to draw my landscape, I can apply space to show the foreground, middle ground, and background, and I can show emphasis in my art by using color to make the objects stand out. To start, use a white colored pencil to draw a horizontal line near the bottom third of the paper. This will be the layer of the landscape that is closest to the viewer and called the foreground. Now start to draw the lines and shapes for the camper. You can use the handouts. You can also just draw from imagination. I'm starting with a circle for my tire, and then I'm going to draw a giant curved line starting next to my tire, coming up and around, following one of the campers on the handout. Next, I'm using straight lines or a rectangle to draw the door of my camper, a square inside the door for a window, and a circle for the doorknob. On the left side, another rectangle for a window, and a triangle banner on the top. So I start with a curved line downward and add zigzags or triangles to the curved line, making a triangle banner. Now I'm going to finish the camper with other small details that I'd like to add using lines and shapes. To start adding the background or the forest, you want to start with a large tree trunk from the ground layer all the way up to the top of the paper. The tree has to go all the way up to the top of the paper. That way we know it's the largest tree, it's the closest tree to us in the picture. You can make two straight lines that go all the way up, or you can branch them out, creating different branches to your tree. However you'd like to draw your trees is fine. Draw the second layer of the landscape with a slightly angled line just above the first. Add a tree or two. Use the Forest Landscape Drawing Guide to help you with these steps. Repeat these steps, this time making the angled line in the opposite direction. Add another tree or two. Continue making layers in the forest. The trees should get smaller as they recede in the space or as they go further and further into the background. Finish the landscape with the last layer. 4 or 5 layers of landscape should be plenty. Once the layers and the outlines of the trees have been drawn, add lines to create the implied texture of the bark. Fill in the whole space with details like additional texture, along with simple line drawings of plants, rocks, and occasional nocturnal animals. I will also pass out an idea sheet for these details. Next, we're going to cut pieces of yellow paper for any other illuminated objects like cafe lights, lanterns, fire. The yellow paper adds emphasis by contrasting with the black and white drawing. For an additional touch, use a yellow chalk pastel to outline any yellow paper glued directly to the black, like the moon, campfire flames, or lights, and gently smudge out to create a subtle glow.